Hello everybody, we're finally gonna go to the death room. The scene of the death in the room. Oh, a pentagram. Okay. Wasn't it? Oh yeah, because this is a whole occult thing that we're part of, the Golden Circle. Right. Right. Oh, okay. That's quite a bloody lady. Looks like she might have done it herself. Oh, hello?
A chest with a half circle pattern.
Bam! Amber, a note.
An untutored hand copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible.
I did get this now, and I do have this.
The note suggests binding the feet and hands, then blocking the jaws using a piece of cloth to prevent the tongue from being sectioned. That looks like a method to control an epileptic fit. I wonder if Elizabeth is the one being treated for that illness.
I discovered her vulnerability.
Feet and hands
That's
are
useful,
bound. A piece of cloth in the mouth prevents the tongue from being sectioned. It looks like preparation for an exorcism.
Okay, that's a little different from what you just said.
Is Elizabeth really possessed?
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Well, if we ever need Devil's Elixir, or whatever. Devil's Thorn. Golden Elixir.
The clock stopped at 3:54. If it was smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime.
Time of the crime. Do the crime, do the time. In time. Is it another? Okay, I was about to fucking say.
A notebook, written in Elizabeth's handwriting. It is written in a mix of several languages. Not too easy to work out. A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that...
So Abigail was the person that I should have answered earlier. That's the missing thing from Napoleon's room,
A pistol?
which he didn't seem too
Fairly
concerned
new,
about.
I'd say.
Fingerprints! No,
Judging
wait.
by the weight of it, fairly light.
They can't do that back then.
A tribute engraved on the barrel. To the liberators of France. There's a few dried traces of blood on the grip. Difficult to know for sure how they got there.
I think she stole it to try to protect herself.
Extremely well maintained. The barrel
She was
is
stabbed,
perfectly
right?
Clean.
I mean, we don't know
It isn't
yet.
loaded, and there's no traces of gunshot residue.
It's not
I
loaded.
conclude that it hasn't been used recently.
Huh.
Right. I shall have to find its owner.
It's Napoleon. We have to go back. See, you never know, like, what to do, in what order to do these things. Sometimes you try to cheat the
Piece of
system,
fabric, high quality at
and
that.
you end up going back and
I'd
forth
say
a bit.
it's silk. Going by the texture and the gray hue, it must come from a dress, that kind that women of quality wear. The color doesn't correspond to Emily's black outfits, and Elizabeth doesn't have anything quite like this in her wardrobe. Let's take a closer look.
Mothers are
It's a
twin
little
Emily.
dirty. It must come from the bottom of the dress where it touches the ground. I recognize that moire pattern. It's the same as the travel dress my mother was wearing when she left. But why the hell did she come into this room?
Well, I mean, we know they had a thing going on that is a mystery to us. I wonder if we have to play again to learn all the stuff that we missed. Presumably. I don't want to, though. Okay, we can use this. since we're getting low
Vials of
anyways.
laudanum. Large quantities could knock out a bull. Could Elizabeth have been drugged? If the body wounds are anything to go by, then clearly not. She put up a fierce fight. The label shows that this laudanum comes straight from America. I wonder if Washington's
Looks
involved.
like alcohol. If Washington's involved, he's doing a good job of making it seem like he's not.
The handprint on the handle is really small. I can't imagine a man with a hand that size. It must be from a woman's hand.
I mean, I think Napoleon probably has pretty small
Knocked
hands.
over a bottle of wine. I know that smell. It's laudanum. It must have been mixed with the wine directly in the bottle. What kind of plonk is that?
Plonk?
Hey, it's a Bordeaux. That's a Chateau de Briand. It's a great wine. I don't know what's happened to this wine, but it's undrinkable.
Well, it has laudanum in it. We just covered that, sir.
Poor girl bled to death. Whoever left that footprint has boats for feet. That's at least a size 15.
So huge feet
Where's a
and small
size
hands.
like that here? Peru?
Yeah, we
Washington.
have to talk to all three of them again. Damn it. Sorry, guys, but, you know, I had to do it.
There are numerous marks on the body. She must have fought like a lion. It couldn't have happened without a lot of noise. There are also a number of old scars.
Caused by mother.
People who scar themselves in this way generally do so to relieve some kind of psychological suffering. By trying to master the pain, they establish their self-control. Scars are superficial and were made several years ago. She wasn't trying to take her own life. Scarring, ugh. Scarring isn't very regular, but they're mostly from old cuts. She had the Sigillum de Ameth tattooed on her, the symbol of the living God, written in the language of angels, according to believers. It is rare for someone to know about symbols like this at her age, unless her mother was a tutor.
Mother! Mother! Mother, you say?
I count no fewer than 9 wounds on the thorax, with a lot of blood. On first sight, I'd say that's what caused her death.
Reasonable? Reasonable?
It looks as though the wounds were inflicted from a precise angle, as if the murderer was standing behind Elizabeth.
Behind.
The wounds are clean and look like they've been inflicted by a sharp object. Some of the lacerations have damaged vital organs, the heart, the right lung, which is perforated. Most of them weren't given with much force. She might even have survived. But the stab in the heart, though not all that deep, sealed her fate.
I feel like it's important to...
Some of these tattoos are veritable works of... What's that? The skin between her breasts is different. Bloody hell! This tattoo was drawn on a page of leather and stitched onto her skin. Probably during childhood. the scars are anything to go by.
Stop.
The same kind of tattoo as on the rest of her body.
Well, that sounds insane. Bloody hell indeed.
I see no sign of bruising on the skull. The only clue is a scar from a previous craniectomy. Poor Elizabeth, she must have been very young when she went through all that. That's torture. She also has old scars around the neck. Maybe mutilations. What a strange smell.
Laudanum, we already know. We know it's laudanum.
What a strange smell.
Wait, did I click on the same one again?
She bled from the nose. Blood, but no trace of blows on the legs. More tattoos, similar to those on the rest of her body.
We know there was no sex involved, I can tell you that. I don't think that's going to tell us anything.
No wounds, but blood on the right hand. Nothing on the left except that tattooed symbol. This pinnacle is a trap. The wearers of the pinnacle thought that they were protected from evil by surrounding it inside the different circles of the pinnacle. No marks or bruising around the wrists. It doesn't look like she was tied up or held by force.
Did we do everything? Yeah. Okay. Royal jelly. Where's all the royal jelly? Give it to me. Dum 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 dum. Oh, hello.
Blood spatter indicates that the murder must have held Elizabeth upright during the
Upright
attack.
from behind.
Even if Elizabeth wasn't very big, I doubt she wouldn't have put up a struggle. It takes tremendous strength to overpower someone like that.
Who has big feet and is really strong. I bet Peru found her dead first, but it wasn't actually him. That accounts for the footprint, the bloody footprint. But a really strong woman, don't know. Alright, so I think that we're done here. Just doing another quick little run around. Oh my fucking god. When did this guy get here? Jesus Christ, did I already check these things?
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I...
Adams couldn't come check on her. Her mother has never checked on her. Okay?
Has Sir finished with this room?
No, I haven't gone over everything yet.
Sir may take his time. When Sir would like to leave, Sir has only to tell me.
Okay, just wanna... Okay, nothing over there.
Has Sir finished with this room?
who could have made such a mess of this room?
Miss Adams, Sir. We were given orders to leave the room as it was, so as not to rush her.
Did she have a fight with someone to get the room into this state?
Not that I know of, sir. Miss Adams would sometimes throw a tantrum, during which she would destroy anything.
Oh,
that
by
came
the
to
way, it's
hand.
only one room.
Lord Mortimer
Wait.
told us not to enter the room.
Was there nothing
Thanks
we can
for
look
that
at with the
information.
fucking
You are
pentagram?
welcome, sir. Has
Hang on.
Sir finished with this room?
No, I haven't gone over everything yet.
Sir may take his time. When Sir would like to leave, Sir has only to
Stop
tell
talking to me right now. Stop it. There.
Pentagram. What
Oops.
the hell's been going on here? Contrary to what most people believe, the pentagram's not there to conjure up, I don't know what evil or demonic creature. With the point toward the top, the pentagram is an ancient symbol of protection against evil. Many esoteric rituals are based on this shape. Could Elizabeth have been sacrificed during an occult ritual?
You already know that's not true.
I wonder if Elizabeth's death has anything at all to do with this pentagram. If a ritual went wrong and degenerated, Elizabeth would probably have been killed in the center of the pentagram. Not 3 meters from here. That's strange.
There's 2 beds, notably. Wait. It's kind of weird I can't go outside because that seems like the obvious place for people to come in at. In any case, we're done here. We'll go talk to Napoleon. I thought I saw a glimmer in the fireplace. A glimmer? Why can't I just go out the door? What do I have to talk to?
I know
Fuckheads
enough
here.
now. Thank you.
Very well, sir. Sir may return whenever need be. I shall guard the door.
Good. Can you just let me out the fucking door? Thank you. God. Of course, I ran too close to the door to get the animation to play out. Alright, so we need to talk to everybody. Oh, I thought he was holding something, but it's this little doofy things flopping a boot. Alright, let's go see if any dialogue has changed for El Giorgio Washingtino.
Greetings, Louis.
He looks like he's grieving. Had he spoken to her? Ask him about the
Were
laudanum.
you aware that Elizabeth took laudanum?
Yes, she came to ask me for some. She had finished her reserve, I believe.
Did she tell you why she was so desperate to get some, Mr. President?
She said she had terrible migraines that wouldn't go away.
More likely for the voices she heard, not the migraines.
Why are there no subtitles for that?
Were you aware that Elizabeth took laudanum?
Yes, she came to ask me for some.
There are 2 options here.
She had finished her reserve, I believe.
Do you take it regularly, Mr. President?
Unfortunately, I do, Louis. I still suffer from a terrible toothache, and it's not likely to get any better.
Terrible toothache.
Just for that, then.
Old age, my young friend. I don't wish it upon you, but you'll soon see. At my age,
I've never heard of
it's
laudanum
rare to
before,
have
so
no
presumably we don't
problems in
take it
that
anymore, so
domain.
presumably
And
it is
do
not
you
good
take
for
a
you.
lot?
A moderate amount, Louis. Only the dosage indicated on the prescription of my doctor.
I'm gonna look that up. Just typing it in my phone
I
so
shan't
won't
keep
forget.
you any longer, Mr. President.
Feel free, Louis. If there's anything I can do, just ask.
Thank you, Mr. President.
I'm sleepy. It's probably my final episode of tonight. I'm just making sure there wasn't a chest in here, but I already used the one I picked up, so why am I wasting time? All right, well, we'll do these last 2 guys before I end this episode. Who's it looking like so far? Emily's pretty suspicious, I would say, simply because I guess we need to make sure she has nothing.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal
Right, he's
Piaggi.
not there. What about Von Wallner? What happened to his room?
That's me.
Because he said he's going back to his room, but we haven't had a chance to talk to him yet.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Who hasn't shown up and is right next to me, and my mother was supposed to meet.
Duchess Emily
All right,
Hillsborough.
well, we'll talk to Emily real quick. I don't think she has anything new, but just to make sure. What was I saying? Who do I think it is so far? Well, you know, it's indicated by what he looked at
What
that
can I
it's
do for you, Louis?
a woman based off the handprints on the blade.
I found a torn piece of dress in Miss Adams' room. Gray silk.
Where's it from?
That's what I'm trying to find out. The color doesn't match
Well,
any
yeah.
of Elizabeth's dresses, but I might not have found all of her clothes yet.
Good Lord, Louis, do you realize what this means?
No,
If this piece of dress isn't from Elizabeth, then it's...
a piece of a dress.
I don't
yeah,
have
I know.
any grey silk dresses, Louis. Neither does my sister, since we wear the same clothes.
I like how she says that
Yeah.
kind of shit, where she wouldn't.
That's exactly what I wanted to check with you.
I'm
I
so
didn't know that
sorry,
stuff.
Louis.
Thank you.
They do
Are
that.
you
They do a pretty
alright?
good job of that.
You know, I'm sure there's a good reason why your mother was at the scene.
What?
Thank you, Emily.
So she knows based off of that it's my mother.
I
Well, I
won't
guess
keep
she-
you, Emily.
Yeah,
Thank you
sure.
for answering my
I mean,
questions.
you know, everything's kind of
See you, Louis.
indicating that it's my mother, but I mean, obviously, I mean, it could be. She could be like an evil lady, and we'll find that out. I would love that because this guy's so obsessed with his mother that, you know, that would be great. But I don't know. 2 more people left.
Napoleon Bonaparte,
I actually think I want to end it before Mr. Man. Who's the last guy? What? Hang on. What? Oh, it's a statue. The other dude.
Monsieur de Richet, please be quick. We are both very busy.
Peru. Because it might go to a cutscene before that, and I'm getting a little tired, as you can probably tell. Does he own a
As
pistol?
any good soldier would, I imagine you own a firearm. May I see it?
Oh, well, if you really want to, here is my pistol. Don't worry, it is not loaded.
Do you have several of these?
In Corsica, oui, but not on me when I am traveling. Only a bandit would carry such an arsenal.
Thank you.
Well, have we finished, monsieur?
Okay,
Exactly.
I guess we just
Thanks
pretend
again
that he
for all
showed
your
it to me.
answers. Good day.
So it's not his pistol? Huh. Let's go double check this over here.
There's just one holster in Bonaparte's gear.
One holster, okay.
The pistol is missing. On the other hand, his cleaning equipment is in mint condition. That's typical. of a soldier.
me that. Ugh. Napoleon was telling him the truth, so I don't know why he told me that, but he did. He done did it. Alright everybody, we'll end it here and we'll talk to Peru next, and then we'll probably advance time a bit and see what happens. I'm really enjoying this. I hope you are as well. Bye.